What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Cal Live here, bringing you another Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel video. And as you can see, we are on the alt account. That's right, I haven't had too much time to be playing on the alt as I've been working a lot with the main account. We are almost to diamond. We're like 2 games away from hitting diamond on the main. And here we are a few games away from hitting plat on the alt. So what are we playing today? As you can see, we are on a 5-game win streak. I am going to be playing a deck that is going to be used for the Fusion Festival, right? So the only thing is with this deck, we do have a Verte in here and we can't play Verte, unfortunately, because it's only fusion monsters. So we're going to have to get rid of that, right? But either way, what are we playing? We are playing 1 Tragedy, 1 Ukoback, 1 Celestial, 3 Darklords, Indulged, 3 Jesters of Despia, 1 Dasher, 1 Amdusc, 1 Superbia, 1 Dramaturge, 1 Tezcatlipoca, and then 3 copies of Ixchel, and then 1 Morningstar. From the spells, we are playing 3 Reasonings, 3 Allure of Darkness, 3 Banishments of the Darklord, 3 Darklord Contacts, 1 Fusion Destiny, 3 Theaters, 2 Super Polys, 3 Branded Openings, 1 Darklord Rebellion, 1 Sanctified Darklord, and then finally Judgment of the Branded. So that is what we are playing. As far as our extra deck, we are playing the Dragon of the Swamp, the Starving Venom, the Dragostapia, the Creatus, the DPE, 1 copy of Masquerade Blazing Dragon. And to be honest, guys, if I could, I would play 3. I would literally play 3 of these cards, man. But another thing we are playing is Predaplant Tri-Overtum, the Proskinians, 2 copies, and then 2 copies of First Lord Darklord, and then we are playing a Verte. But like I said, you can't play Verte, so goodbye Verte, right? But this is what the extra deck would look like for the Fusion Festival. Now, what does it do? Basically, you just do Darklord things. You get to summon out your first Darklord, right? None of your fairy monsters can be targeted. So if you look at it, right, the only thing that can be targeted would be like some of your fusions, but Creatus is able to go ahead and make every level 8 and higher level, basically everything but level 8 or higher fusion monsters attack point 0. Masquerade, anytime someone plays a card, they have to pay 600 life points no matter what. So imagine if you just have 2, that's 1200 life points on the field that they're losing each time they play a card, right? 2 cards, they already lost 2400 just from 2 cards alone. And you're gonna see in the video, with only 1, we are able to still do a lot of damage with them just playing cards back to back to back. So anyways, guys, this is what we're playing. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. And do not forget to go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe, as I appreciate everyone here for supporting me and just helping me grow. We are almost at our goal of hitting 1,000. So if you could please go ahead and share the video, talk to your friends about it. Just, you know, get me known. I am the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel player that just misplaced. Call me Cal Misplaced, bro. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in. See ya. Okay, so for our first replay, we are going to be going first, and we're going against Khaled. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and summon out our Aluber Jester of Despia, and we are going to get Max Seed. I decided to go ahead and use our branded opening because since he chained the Max Seed, we will get off our free special summon, so he won't be able to draw a card. And so I bring out the Dramaturge. Now, if you don't know anything about Dramaturge, when he is fusion summoned as a material, he can bring himself back from the grave. So I decided to go ahead and make the first Darklord to give him his first draw, and then after that I do summon back Dramaturge, so he does get 2+ draws. But it could have been worse. He could have got 3 instead of 2. So he then starts his turn, and we find out he is playing Cyber Dragon. Now I'm gonna be honest, bro, seeing that I'm in gold rank, and usually the gold rank players are pretty efficient with what they're doing combo wise, I feel like this guy was trying to learn Cyber Dragons. As you can see, he's gonna summon out the Jester, and then from Jester he gets off the machine dupe. Since while it's on the field, it's treated as a Cyber Dragon, so he can summon out 2 Cyber Dragons. So he does go into Cyber Dragon Infinity, which I was like, okay, that's pretty normal. And my biggest mistake, to be honest with you guys, was activating Dramaturge's ability here, because then what happened is he's actually able to negate us. And I forgot what the Darklord, he can't target us, and this is a targetable effect, right? So it's a targetable. It's not like what just says select, you know. So we do lose our Dramaturge here for absolutely no reason, but we also get rid of his negate, so I'm not too mad, to be honest with you. I actually feel like maybe it did come out to be a pretty decent play. I don't know, could have been worse. But then he decides to summon out his third Cyber Dragon using a third copy, and then this is where his plays get a little weird. So he gets his Galaxy Soldier, so I was like, okay, he's gonna go into Siege, right? Instead he goes into Cyber Dragon Nova. Then from there he decides to use Infinity to go into Siege, and then he gets rid of Jester to summon out the Galaxy Soldier, and he completely mills his whole hand. He does destroy our first Darklord. What he should have did first was probably attack Aluber. That way we can't activate now Theater's effect, which allows us to now, when our normal non-fusion monster gets destroyed, right, we can bring back a fusion monster. So he then decides to go ahead and get rid of his Siege to summon, to use Cyber Dragon Nova's ability. And so like I said, I feel like he was learning. I don't know. Anyways, we activate Branded Opening. We get rid of Reasoning. Then from Reasoning, we get the Judgment of the Branded. Now I'm gonna activate Despian Tragedy, and then we can bring out another Branded Opening. Then I can go ahead and use Theater's effect, and we can summon out the Masquerade Blazing Dragon. I decided to go with Masquerade Blazing just because I wanted to make sure that he was going to take damage every time he activates a card effect, as this deck just constantly activates effects. So he gets a 600. So he activates Cyber Emergency, that's 600 right there. And you're gonna see he's gonna take a bunch of damage, right? He goes into Verte and Anaconda. From Verte, he's gonna take more 600 damage because he's gonna activate Cyber Dragon Hurts ability to bring back a Cyber Dragon to his hand. Then he decides to go ahead and activate Verte's ability. That way he can go ahead and summon out his boss monster, Remember Tech Rampage Dragon, but it's not strong enough to get by us. He does, however, destroy all three of our traps, but he's still taking damage. Now, this was a smart play because he was able to toss the Electromagnetic Turtle into the graveyard, which allows him to live a turn from monster destruction. I activate Allure of Darkness just to say fuck it. Just to see if we can pull something. He saves himself with Electromagnetic Turtle, and now he's down to 2000. He can't activate Verte's ability again, which is why I attacked, knowing that it was in there. He activates this, he's now down to 1400. He activates another Cyber Repair Plant, he's down to 800. So as you can see, Masquerade is literally screwing him over. And on top of that, his boss monster ain't strong enough either, bro. Then he decides to go ahead and finally summon out this. He goes into Access Code, and I don't think he realized, like, bro, that's not gonna work, man. You can't use Verte. So therefore he's at a 2300 with 200 life points, and guess what, we have just enough just to take him out. So good game for him. I don't know, bro. And as y'all can see, we drew into another Super Poly, back-to-back Super Poly draws. Anyways, let's get to the next one. All right, so here goes round 2, and we are playing against someone named BMZ. And so I'm gonna start off by using the Banishment of the Darklord card, which allows us to go ahead and basically bring a Darklord to our hand. I choose Ixchel, and then from Ixchel, I'm able to go ahead and discard 2 Darklord cards to get 2 draws. Then I go ahead and summon out our Dramaturge using the Branded Opening, and then I just go ahead and summon out the Aluber, and then I'm gonna go ahead and fuse them to make the Masquerade Dragon, and then the Dramaturge. I place a Super Poly face down just in case. So I immediately notice he is going to be playing some Tri-Brigade. So We're just gonna go ahead and speed that up. As you can see, he's just gonna keep taking damage. He does get the cup of ace card, a coin flip, which how you know things ain't going well. And then he hits us with the very annoying Dark Ruler no more. So I guess he must have just drew that, because look how much damage he was taking, bro. Off of one Masquerade. Could you imagine if I had two? Anyways, he's gonna go now into the fire formation. He's gonna toss out Kit, and then he's gonna summon Karas. From Karas, he's gonna activate the ability. Now, to be honest, I feel like he really fucked up here, because he ends up summoning out Tri-Brigade Shurag, and if he's seen that we were playing Despias, he should have known we had a super poly somewhere laying face down, right? So now we're just able to just get rid of the Ominous Onin, and I mess up because I go into Predaplan Triflover, and what happens is, because he didn't select his effect yet for Omens, I couldn't actually go ahead and avoid the banishment, which sucks. But we still are able to summon out our Jester, and we're still able to summon out the Dramaturge. We did lose Dramaturge's effect though to be able to negate something. So if he does summon out a Fusion, Exceed, or Synchro, we can't negate it. Anyways, he goes into Rampart Rager. I activate Masquerade's ability so we could bring him back from the grave, because he brought out a monster from the extra deck. He then goes into Nightmare Unicorn, and then from here I honestly thought he was gonna go into Access Code, to be honest with you. I feel like that probably should have been the play, but I don't know. Anyways, he draws out the Tri-Brigade Revolt, but it goes back to the deck, and the deck is shuffled, so I know that we don't have to deal with Revolt. And this is where I thought he was going to go into Access. Anyways, I guess he forgot that Kit was banished. I mean, and the Kit's effect was negated. So now we're left with just the Rampage, the Masquerade, and the Nightmare Unicorn. And I was able to get a Sanctified Darklord card. So he's gonna go and just play this one card in defense, as all his monsters of his Tri-Brigades are basically there. I'm gonna go ahead and use Darklord Contact, so I can go ahead and bring out the Ixchel, and then from Ixchel I can pop this effect, and I can bring out the Morningstar from our deck. Now I messed up because I forgot that Masquerade Blazing is a fiend and not a fairy, and I want to go into the first Darklord, but it requires 3 fairies. So big mistake on my part. Anyways, I go into the Predaplant Drago, and basically what this does, if he activates any effect, we can go ahead and target it and place a counter on it, lower its thing to level 1, and then we are able to negate its effect. So he decides to go ahead and scoop. All right, on to the next duel, which will be our last. Okay, so this is gonna be our third and last duel. So anyways, we are going first. I'm gonna go immediately activate Ixchel's effect. Now, it was kind of weird because you're about to see, I'm about to get hit with Gamma. So I think he should have probably did that first, you know, to negate that, but instead he negates our Indulge. I guess he didn't want a monster on our field. I don't know. Either way, we get the Superbia back on the field thanks to Darklord Contact. Then I can summon out the Ixchel. From summoning out Ixchel, I activate its ability to go ahead and summon out the Indulge. So even though we lost Indulge, he comes right back. Then I decided to use our Theater so we can go ahead and fusion summon into the first Darklord. And then from there, I'm going to use Dramaturge's ability to bring him back to the field. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the first Darklord to bring back Superbia. And then finally bring back our Indulge. And I'm putting everything in defense mode except for Dramaturge. Now, the reason I did this is because we cannot be targeted. So the only thing that would mess us up is if he was playing Super Poly, and by that, bro, we would have lost anyways, right? So he goes ahead and Kaiju's our Dramaturge, which I found to be kind of weird because I guess he wanted to stop the negate of his Link, but I feel like he should have took out the first Darklord because we're still not targetable. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, with that, he uses Jizukiru to go ahead and basically super summon his super heavy samurai, and then from there he's gonna go ahead and activate his ability. So basically what this does right here, the super heavy samurai soul fire suit, he can target one super heavy samurai monster you control. Equip this monster from your hand or your side to that field. It becomes level 5. And then also during either player's turn, you can discard this card and target one defense monster. It will lose 800% defense, but it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. So I'm not really sure why he did that, because we aren't able to destroy him this turn because we don't have nothing that can destroy. So I don't know. Anyways, he is able to go ahead and take care of our Dramaturge, which does suck, but you know what, it is what it is. So I decided to go ahead and activate Theater, but then upon activating Theater, I decided, you know, it's best to probably go into Verte, and then from Verte we can go into the the Fusion Destiny to summon out the DPE. So by summoning out DPE, I can go ahead and now destroy Verte, destroy his super heavy samurai, and all he's left with is his Link Scarecrow. And Scarecrow isn't really gonna help him. He can discard a card to go ahead and summon out his super heavy samurai, but then DPE just completely negates that. We go ahead and rise him from the ashes, and he goes ahead and scoops. Now, this deck is super fun. It's gonna be super useful, guys, especially for the fusion only tournament that they're about to be hosting, event. The only thing, we won't be able to use Verte in that deck, so we'll just have to sub that out for something else. But either way, what I plan to do is sub out the Verte for